Okay, good day everyone. This is Ifeoluwa Akemi, your host for SP Talks. I would like to welcome everyone to this semester. Last semester was stressful, it was hectic, and I know I'm sure we all did great despite all the stress and everything. And particularly I would like to announce to our viewers that, after the end of that stressful semester, SPOAU went to PTI in Warri, and we attended the STSC program that was held there. And I'll be glad to inform you guys that we won the SP National Petro Quiz competition. Well, one of the participants is our guest here today in the person of David Akomolafe, and I would like to bring him on to introduce himself and tell us what we'll be discussing today. Welcome, David. David, I don't think I can hear you. No, I cannot hear anything. I heard some feedback just now, but I cannot hear. Can you confirm that you can hear me? All right, but I cannot hear you. What's going on? Okay, left to reconnect, probably because of network issues. He'll be back very soon. So yes, I was talking about our feat at SPPTI in Warri, where we won the National Petro Quiz competition. Well, it was due to hard work, and one of the things we learned there is how to network, how to make plans for your life. It was taught by Mr. Pringle Egbe. He taught us how to make different plans for our lives, how to not rely on one plan. He also taught us how to think outside the box of school. When you're in school, you don't just depend on your academics alone. You try to learn side things, you try to make different plans to generate multiple streams of income. So when one plan does not work out, you are not left stranded. So those are major highlights. So definitely at the competition, you also get the chance to sell yourself and put yourself out there. Actually, I'm trying not to speak about the subject. So please give me a moment. Let me get in connection. Let me talk to the guests and see what is wrong. Sorry once again for the break. This is the first time it's happening. David is trying to get back on, so please bear with us. Give us like a few minutes. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back, David. How is it now? No, I cannot hear you. Okay, let's try one more thing. Let's try to disconnect and get back to it. Let's see how we can work around it. Okay, no problem then. I think this is, one of the survival skills we all talk about. When you, the way I can read his lips, but yes.
Can you hear me
Hi,
now?
David.
Yeah, first,
Yes, loud and clear.
yeah. So I'll be let's move on, not to waste our time.
No, no, no. We have to follow protocol. So you have to introduce yourself, David. Tell us a bit about yourself, and let's go to our topic today.
All right then. So I am David Akomolafe, a fourth year chemical engineering student of Obafemi Awolowo University. I am well affiliated with the Society of Petroleum Engineering because it has produced a lot of opportunities for me, which you will see along the line as I start presenting. So, and then, as you very rightly said earlier, yeah, I was part of the participant. I was opportune to be part of the participant competing for SPOAU, and we brought the trophy back home. So that's good.
Yeah,
Mm.
it came home.
We did.
All right, so let's get right to it.
All right then. So I'll be presenting and try presenting share. All right, please let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, please go ahead.
All right, thank you. So our topic today is putting yourself out there. Yeah. So first of all, I would like to start by listing some of my achievements. So there's the SP undergraduate scholarships, which which I started being a beneficiary of from my first year. So that was based on CGPA. So those that are saying school na scam, I beg go work on your CGPA. At least I enjoyed some amount of money then. So I got that and it gave me some opportunities. So I got it in I think first year and also in third year, and third year was even twice the amount for the first year. So I was so happy. At least boys they also we were looking for money to get some stuff. So I was proud to be a beneficiary of that too. And then it opened way for some opportunities like through it I was able to know Mr. David Yusuf, and I was able to know Mr. Pringo Egbe. So I will talk more about that along the slides. So and
Um,
also
Sorry, David. We can't see your screen again. Your
okay.
presentation.
Oh, I, let me try to do that again. Sorry. Took me. All right, so let me continue talking. So and as Ife rightly said, I was part of the beneficiary. I mean, sorry, I was part of the participants for the SVNC competition. So with that, I was able to get some more opportunities, network here and there, and yeah, it's been a very good run all along. So let me try to bring back the slides. I'm sorry, please give me a minute. Okay. All right, so I guess my slides are back up. Yeah. So let me give you a brief overview of what I'll be presenting today. So I'll be talking about first volunteering opportunities. Like I think currently there's a broadcast that's saying stuff like people should try volunteering to paint the zebra crossing for OAU Road. I wish I was in school because I don't know how to paint. Probably then I will learn how to paint. So I wish I was in school because I would at least let me try to play with some paint and take a lot of pictures and have some fun. So I love volunteering opportunities. So I'll jump on that very soon. Then next, LinkedIn. So I've got to know a lot of people through LinkedIn, and it started as a joke to me. Like I can remember one of my classmates, Moyoluwa, she just told me that David can't get a LinkedIn account, and I just said, okay, what's the harm in that? So I did that, and it was since then. I don't know. It's been a very good run for me. Yeah. Then networking. Yeah. So networking, you have to build your social skills. Oh. It's not just about you being smart enough because you can't do it alone. Like over the at least for the past 2 weeks, I've been able to get to know a lot of people, uh get to build my horizon and think deeper and think clearer because people I don't know, when you try to share your ideas with people and then they shape it towards something that you never expected, like it is fantastic. So networking skills, we'll talk more on that. And then your resume, like we part first today. I'm currently doing my internship at Freshland Campina. So like you have to sharpen your resume and like be ready, be prepared for any job opportunity, any opportunity you see like this. So just jump on and submit your resume as soon as you can because yeah, opportunities come but once. So let's start volunteering opportunities. Mhm. So remember I talked about painting of the zebra crossing. So that's one. A broadcast have been sent already, and volunteers are needed. So the picture you can see, self, it's a picture where we went to go and pick, we went to clean the environment. So that immediately I said that's me with the SP shirt. So I jumped on it and I wanted to volunteer because at least I got to know some people there. I got to know how to speak uh some people. I'm working on my how to speak with some people. I'm working on my Yoruba, so I got to meet the marketers, inform them about COVID-19 and how to keep safe. So at the end of the day, I went home like pleasant. I was happy, and because I've given back to the society in that my little gesture. So volunteering opportunities gives way for scholarships. Like um, when you volunteer, you get to get some information firsthand because of the people you volunteer to work with. So, like I've been working with Tokwe Folorunsho, who is the current president of SPOAU, and then I get some information firsthand. So and then I jump on it, and some scholarships come through. So free webinars and conferences. So SP offers a lot of webinars and conferences for undergraduates like ourselves. So through my volunteering opportunities, through volunteering, I get to attend some free webinars and some conferences, and yeah, at least it adds to my CV. So some free courses too with some certificates that boosts my resume, my CV. Yeah. Then networking opportunities. Okay, so last year from one of the SP undergraduate scholarships that I won last year. So I got to work with Mr. Yusuf David, who is in Chevron, and also with Mr. Pringles Egbe, is the MD of Peggy's Global. So from there, I've been able to share some, speak with them, and at least they've enlightened me on some things, like especially Mr. Pringle Eke, like he even offered me some extent of to help in my internship search. So to me, networking cannot be emphasized. Like so, volunteering shall give you the opportunities to network, to talk. See now, last year also we also went for SP petrol SP's STSC. So actually, I didn't feel like going, but I was like, the people, the amount of opportunities that might be there that might present itself. No, I have to go because I know the goal. So and that's what I'm working towards. Mhm. And then, so as I said, competitions like Petro Quiz and Petro, but who knows what the amount of if I start listening the amount of at least opportunities this has provided for me, the money, the network, um the connect. No, like through this, I've been able to meet Professor Adepelumi Abraham. He's the SP chapter advisor of OAU, and you can ask Ife, who is also the host. He helped us work our internship. So like no, and at least I've been trying to build a relationship with him because no, he's a mighty man. So nowadays most opportunities, most job searches is not true. They don't broadcast them. So it's true connect through referral. So you call this person, sorry, do you have a somebody in chemical engineering or petroleum engineering that is this that fits this criteria? Yeah, so I don't know. One of the people I've helped volunteered for or volunteered with will just suggest my name, and who knows, that's where I come up in the radar or something. Then LinkedIn, yeah, I'll always be thankful to Moi for allowing me join LinkedIn, for forcing me to join LinkedIn. Yeah. So through LinkedIn, first we'll get if you do not have a LinkedIn account, please suggesting you get one. So get a LinkedIn account, and I'm sure you won't regret it. And then after getting your LinkedIn account, now how to optimize your account. So at first, as a how would I put it, as a beginner, I just go to LinkedIn, I just try adding everything, skills that I don't even have or something. I was just putting it on my LinkedIn like that. But to me, I don't feel it's that's what you should do. Like what I did, for example, I looked up. Let me try to show you my LinkedIn account. Okay, so I looked for a personnel. I'm sorry, a, one of my bosses, Sha. So that's Mr. Mayoko. Okay, let me try if I can look for his page. So I look up to him because he's in one of the fields which I would love to be in, like in years to come. And yeah, so I had to compare his page to my page so that I'll be able to like at least attract some like-minded people. Let me look for his account now. Yeah, okay, okay, yeah. So exactly. So by the time I did this, So I tried comparing his page to mine. Let me I thought I did this. Okay. Yeah. So I tried comparing his page to mine, like all all his achievements and this, and knowing that okay, well, let me try to optimize my LinkedIn account to use. Like, okay, I don't think this view is good, so let me just leave it this way. So see, he's a first class honors of chemical engineering. The goal. Don't worry, I'll keep on trying and praying to attain that. So I was looking at his page, and then his features, his likes, his connect, his experience, and at least under his experience, he tried explaining what he did during his probably his internship or his apprenticeship, and also as a research assistant. So all those I tried copying his licenses, his volunteer experience. So you can see that volunteer experience is very important. Yeah. So and then ALPs, that's Ambassador Lecture Program, and Energy for Me, which SP2 offers. So you see why you shouldn't just sit back while being a member of SP. So that too, I tried doing it for my LinkedIn account. So I added my experience, my education, my licenses, then my volunteer experience and all sorts. So and at least I'll still keep on adjusting it till it gets to that place, till I attract that main person that will just be the booster of my career. So connect with people in positions that you like to be in years to come. So that's why I try to connect with Mr. Miyoko, okay, and then what you even give a talk about LinkedIn. I think you should be on SPOU's YouTube channel. So with that talk, that was where I just knew that oh no, I have to do this to my LinkedIn account, and then connect with people with like mind. So let me see, off my head, I see people are in other chapters and also in my own chapter. So at least I connect with them and we discuss professionally. At least I've been able to talk with several people from several chapters in um, in Nigeria. So networking, So remember I talked about me doing some work for Mr. Yusuf last year. So it was co-hosting some of SP's short courses. Last year with COVID-19, most of the courses were online, so I had to co-host with them and stay back. And luckily, it was a very interesting one because I what I co-hosted was uh, Microsoft MS Excel application of MS Excel in the industry, and I don't know. I'm in love with Excel now because see something like we part four. We just finished the course CH 409. Like that's what I use throughout to solve my calculations. I barely use the calculator because ah I had to analyze data for. We had to analyze a lot of data. So I didn't plan to use calculator for that. So then I also go to meet several people. I got to meet Princess or Chinri, and I don't know. At least keep on motivating me. They keep on. I ask in times of help on information I heard from the industry, and I get nice feedback. Yeah, so and they prepare me for the industry to come. So and also SP events like this SP talks where in here. So at least I hope before the end of the day, I get to meet one or two of you that are watching this live show, this SP Talks event. The SP NC STSC, that's what we went for Worry to do at Worry. So at least through it, I've been able to talk with a lot of people. Like myself, I know. See, I don't try small because people are good. Yeah. So in all those sort of events, you get to meet like-minded people and you get to, you know, ponder on those ideas, and it's always interesting for you. And then nice is coming up August 2nd to 4th. So and it's to be at Eco Hotel. That I don't plan to miss it. I have to go there because the amount of big people, the amount of big names that will be present at that meeting. God, it's something you shouldn't miss if you have the opportunity to attend. And also, there's food things. Also, yeah, serve yourself buffet. It's so and you get chance to wear your most expensive suit and just cruise around. At least have a wonderful weekend with professionals in the industry. And then there are prizes to be won. A lot of so to me, don't miss all these SP events because they are essential for your idea about the industry, for what's happening in the industry currently. So as I said, SP talks, and then now resume. I'm sorry I could not get. I would have loved to like work with somebody in the audience, somebody a resume or somebody in the audience. So at least we would work together and compare probably with mine or with your friends and see what is what you can do and to optimize your resume to make it more presentable, to make it sharp. But I had some few points and then I'll present my resume. Yeah. So first, we're still in undergraduate. I don't know what you have done, but please, I beg of you, make your resume single page, just one page. Like you don't need to add all those adjacent and unnecessary stuff because in in how would I in my primary school information is not needed for where I am. They don't need my primary school information for in freshland campaigner because what does my primary school concern them with? Is it my simple math 1 plus 1 or some sort? Then secondary information. It's like your secondary education. I don't think is that important. And then since we're still undergraduate, just a single page resume is good enough. Then I remove unnecessary information. So just do away with them. And then edit your resume for each application. So some applications come with say it's undergraduate internship you're applying for. So you know how to shape it in such a way that okay, oh yeah, this person says that I'm capable for this role as an undergraduate intern. So, like, you state your objective, you are actively seeking undergraduate internship or something. Yeah. So, you shall edit it for each application which you are doing and then put things you can defend. Hey, God, serious. Kasala almost burst some weeks ago. I was in an interview and um, I kept something I could not defend. So, and unfortunately for me, my interviewer was persistent on that information. It was just it was just asking me that, okay, how did you do this? And I was just blabbing and saying all sort of rubbish. So to me, with that, I think I should have lost the interview already because it's more like I lied in my resume. So from that lie, you could just assume that okay, every other part of my resume, I'm just lying. So put things you can defend in short. Then okay, let me put mine as a template, and then also HSC certification is very important, especially in the industry. Like throughout this week, I just resumed my internship, and throughout this week we've just been eating. We've all we've been talking about is safety because your safety is very important because in 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 a twinkle of an eye anything can happen and let's let let's be protected, let's be safe, let's remember to keep safe. So okay, let me come with an example like mine. Let's work with mine. All right, so my CV. Okay, so first your CV, you state your name. Uh, yeah, that you have to. Then places where people can access you, like your email, your I'm active on LinkedIn, so I kept my LinkedIn there, my telephone number, an active telephone number. Then my objective is to get um internship that will develop and leverage acquired analytical and technical skills, research and optimization in an engineering role. You see, Oyinbo pọ̀. Yeah, but all I'm saying is that my objective is to find an internship that would teach me, to educate me to be a better engineer. So and then for my education, I didn't really feel my secondary school information was necessary. So I just kept my current education details, that's my undergraduate details as a student of chemical engineering in OAU. So and then achievement and awards. So I think that one, since I got them during my undergraduate years, so it should be a bit necessary. Then my experience. So like you have to put some action words of what you've done, like of so that means as you're whatever experience you are getting, even if it's like now I need to add something to my CV. A friend told me that I should add I help my mom retail sugar and some stuff. So from there, I've got to learn a lot about retailing and selling sales. So if I add that to my CV, I'm sure it should help me out. Like somebody might see that and be like, this guy is good. He will be able to represent our company well. So add your experiences, your voluntary experiences. So I told you earlier that well, you'll be that you should volunteer. You should aim to volunteer because I can remember a friend of mine was trying to apply um for a job and then he didn't have voluntary experience and he needed it badly. Like it was mandatory for the job he was applying for, and also it will still boost your it will boost chances of them picking you. So always volunteer, always like currently, I'm also holding the role of scholarships and opportunities chair for SPOAU. So that I'm going to add to my CV, like it must be there where they will see it, and then some additional education uh, information like your HSC courses, anything that can help boost chances of you being selected. Oh, I'm sorry if you could not see my screen. Let me try expanding it. Okay. So that's pretty much about it. And yeah, technical skills. So technical skills are important also because currently in the company, most of your calculations is through MS Excel. So and programming, like that's where everything is shaping towards. So I would advise you to learn such skills, but it's not compulsory, but it's just an advice. Yeah, so I think that with that, I think I have come to the end of my presentation. Yep. So yeah, thank you for you stayed so to the end. Thank you so much for listening. It's my pleasure having you, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn as David Akomolafe or via WhatsApp. Yeah, that's my WhatsApp number. So you can chat me up. We can talk about what's happening in the industry and even to you. So it's been my pleasure. Yeah. So if you have any questions, I will be taking questions. Oh, mm, Ifeoluwa, I cannot see you.
Okay. Thank you very much, David, for that session. I myself learned a lot, and I was able to make sense of all the things that I have been doing, things that we have been doing. I've been able to see more usefulness, as to why we are doing some of the things we do. Some of our networking skills, some of our technical skills, some of the inquisitive questions we ask, so all of that. For people watching, I would like to inform you that you can also talk to me, or you can check our YouTube channel. We have done some ALPs back then during the pandemic. We spoke with Miss Chisom Obikile. She taught us how to um write a good resume, how to optimize your resume, and how to make your resume look sharp, how to remove the unnecessary details, how to also make your resume pass. For some companies these days, I was at Nest Oil and Erotin company on Wednesday, and when I got to Erotin told me, the gateman told me, "Oh, you have to apply online. If I take your resume upstairs, they would throw your resume in the trash can." And it wasn't a nice experience, but yes, that is the reality these days. I was also at Nest Oil. Nest Oil also told me, oh, they don't accept hard copy resume. They accept applications online. And when you apply to these big companies online, they run your resume through a software that checks resumes, and these softwares would weed out resumes that are not well optimized, resumes that don't look so good, resumes that contain too many unnecessary information. So what's that ALP to know how to structure a resume well. Also, we had a LinkedIn utilization and optimization program with Mr. Mayokun Oke, who is with Adivin group of companies. So there he taught us how to, optimize our resume, like David said. That session was particularly helpful for me. It made me structure my LinkedIn account so well. It's not the best at the moment, but I can say it's not a poor LinkedIn account. So yes, there is that as well. So at this point we would like to handle questions. If you have any question, please feel free to comment your question. We will attend to them. And if you have any suggestion, I don't know, if there is anything you would like to share with us, please do that. We will be waiting to take suggestions, take questions, opinions, all that. And yes, while we are waiting, to go over what David shared with us. Yes, it is good to network. It is good to put yourself out there. I can also remember when I was in my year one, I joined SP from my year one. I was the SP membership head for all Parts 1 SP members in my year one. And that was because when I resumed, I had that zeal to volunteer for SP, to work with SP, to make people know about. I could see the vision of SP, and I was willing to get more people to share that same vision with me. And it hasn't failed me. Where I'll be doing my internship program is due to one or two discussions I've had with people through SP and all of that. So volunteering is actually really good. Putting yourself out there, putting yourself out there ready to be employed, because as we all know, a lot of graduates come out the pipeline every year, and you just have to stand out. And for you to stand out, you have to be unique out there. So, well, I can't find any question. But as the Vice President SP OAU, I would implore you, if you are watching, to please, if you are on campus, we have a lot of committees right now, and these committees are active. Please contact the president and try to volunteer. Just speak to the president and ask him, what can you do? I'm sure the president will be willing to discuss with you. You can also discuss with me, ask what you can do. Would ask what are the things you can offer? Well, what kind of things would you like to do? I'm sure in SPOA you can do almost anything. It's a big family. It's a big family that is willing to disseminate technical information to students. Currently, we are having a Aspen HISIS training program. It's 2,000 naira for the first 20 people to join in, and well, you can also volunteer to to make the program run smoothly. We'll definitely be needing hands on deck, maybe people to write down people's names, people to make sure the connection between the host on campus and people online, people that will be joining in online, is smooth. We would need a lot of hands to make everything run smoothly. Yes, there is a saying that too many cooks spoil the broth, but I'm not sure you can go wrong with. I'm not sure we in SP can go wrong with too many volunteers. So there is no such thing as that. Okay, thank you very much, Bamishaye Adidayo. Thank you very much, Oyedamola. Thank you very much, Ifeoluwa Adekoya. Thank you very much, Kaito Chukwudi. We are grateful we've been able to add something to your we've been able to add something to you today. Yes, Ifeoluwa Adekoya is asking, I am in my 4th year. Is it too late to join SP? No, it is never too late to join SP. Even after you graduate, we have SP YPs, which is called Young Professional, where you'd be promoted to the Young Professionals Association. So yes, it is never too late to do anything for SP. If you go to, now I'll refer you to Mayokon's LinkedIn page, you would see many things he has been doing for SP as a young professional, many ALPs, many energy for me programs, many. Just take a look at his page. His name is Mayokon. Okay, so David showed you his page, so check his page. There are many things you can do for SP. So yes, how can I volunteer in SP? Well, you can speak to me, you can speak to David, you can speak to the president and the person of Temitope Folorusho. You can also find him on LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn, Ifeoluwa Akiyemi. You can find David on LinkedIn, David Akomolafe. So you can speak to them, speak to me, and we would discuss with you. We would ask, what can you do? Where would you like to work in SP? And yes, SP OAU makes volunteering easy. So, David, farewell. Any goodbye comments you would like to give to us?
No, that'll be all.
Awesome. Okay, so yes, let's not forget safety. David was talking about safety, and I mentioned the Gulf of Mexico fire accident. It happened last week, and it's, well, it doesn't look pleasant, but yes, safety is very important in the industry, and let's all try to get some safety certification. Well, SP OAU, we have not SP OAU. Well, through SP OAU as a member, but SP, we have online short courses you can take, and also there is AICHE, which is for chemical engineering students. If you're a chemical engineering student, you can also go on AICHE and take some short safety certification courses, and you would appreciate safety practices in the industry. So without any further question, I think that will be all for today. Thank you for joining us. I remain your host, Ifeoluwa Akiyemi, and we say a big thank you to David Akomolafe for this wonderful session. So till next week, Saturday, we have SP Talks every Saturday by 12 p.m. where we discuss numerous topics that would help add value to our students, members, and everyone watching. So that will be all for today. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your wonderful weekend.
Goodbye.